Pisces Ascendants, welcome to my YouTube channel. So, we'll talk about the end of May predictions and I'll also go through all the current planetary placements and shifts. So, guys, if you want to know more about your own chart, leave a comment down below about your time of birth, your place of birth, your date of birth, and one question. I will answer it for free. I won't do a full chart reading, but I will answer your question for free, maybe in a full video. Next video, maybe. So just leave a comment down below, all right? So Pisces Ascendants, the last few months probably felt really heavy, all right, mentally. You probably realize that you're becoming more quiet, more distant, more tired of people around you, more serious about life. There's a really strong astrological reason for that, all right? Now, right at this moment now, for all you Pisces Ascendants, Saturn is moving through your first house and it's going to be there for a while. Your first house, what does it represent? It represents your body, your mind, your mindset, your confidence, your how you perceive life, how you experience life, okay? For you guys, Saturn rules your 11th house. Okay, 11th house is your income, your gains, your social circle, your long-term goals, and it also rules your 12th house, which is the house of foreign travels, your spirituality, your mental exhaustion, your sleep, okay? So when Saturn enters your first house, it brings all these topics directly into your personal life. That's why many of you recently feel mentally exhausted. You feel isolated. You know, you're thinking more about your future. You're focusing on long-term survival rather than living in the moment. Okay, and that creates overthinking, okay, worry, tension in your head, your mind. So Saturn slows things down wherever it goes. It doesn't punish you, but it makes you look at things more realistically, okay? And now Saturn does not only affect your first house, but it also looks at other houses. Okay, so it looks at your third house, your seventh house, your 10th house, and it will affect these houses as well. Okay, and this is where things get interesting, because when Saturn aspects your third house, and your third house is your house of communication, your motivation, your confidence, your efforts, your daily interactions, you may feel as though you may feel like you suddenly speak less. You know, if you're posting something on social media, you post less. You're more withdrawn, okay? Or you think 10 times before you say something, okay? Because Saturn makes communication more serious and careful, okay? So you don't just blurt out things. You're thinking like 10 times before you're saying anything. You stop wasting energy on meaningless conversation. Okay, simply put, it also aspects your 7th house. So this affects your relationships, your marriages, your dating life, your business partnerships. This is why a lot of relationships will feel stressful. Okay, you feel like your relationships are being tested right now. If you're having weak relationships with someone, it will feel draining. Okay, and on the other hand, strong relationships will become more mature, more stronger. All right, you may feel that you're fighting or arguing with your husband, your wife, your siblings, or whatever, but if it's a strong relationship, it will become stronger. Okay, And this is all what Saturn does. It makes things that need to stay, it makes them strong. If it needs to go, it just gets out of your life. All right? It just creates that situation. You may feel emotionally distant from people, and that's normal. Don't worry about it. It will get fixed. There's a reason for that. Okay? It's not because you stop caring or the other person stopped caring. It's how your mind is working. Saturn is forcing emotional boundaries. And honestly, for you guys, you need boundaries. Otherwise, you're just giving and giving and giving. You need to conserve that energy. All right? Saturn is helping you protect your future. All right? Otherwise, you guys emotionally adopt everybody. So Saturn is in a way making your mind stronger, okay? So just go through it. And oh yeah, and also Saturn is aspecting your 10th house. So this affects your career, your public image, your responsibilities, your status, your authority, okay? So this is why many of you currently feel pressured at work. Okay, some of you may feel like you want to change your career direction completely. Some may feel unsatisfied with your work. You may become more ambitious about something. You want to do something else, maybe a business or something. You know, you're getting ideas. A lot of you will feel that you want freedom, not just a day-to-day salary, a paycheck. Okay, paycheck to paycheck. You don't want that anymore. This is Saturn forcing long-term thinking. Okay, you are thinking about your future. How do you secure that rather than living in the now? So you're not here at the present. You're not living the moment. You're living, your mind is looking at the future. What will happen? That's what Saturn's doing to you right now. And let's talk about your moon, okay? So your moon is in Cancer. This is the 5th house. This is actually a very strong placement. So the 5th house, it rules creativity, intelligence, teaching. It rules children, romance, and emotions or emotional expression. Okay, and Cancer is ruled by Moon itself. So here your emotions become very powerful. It gives you a strong intuition. You can usually sense people's energy very quickly. And recently, this placement is becoming stronger psychologically. So you're starting to notice who genuinely cares about you and who only contacts you when they need emotional customer support. Okay? So it's making you recognize people. Now, the moon also affects your creativity. That's why this is actually a very good time for, starting a YouTube channel, some social media, public speaking. If you're like an actor or something, it's actually a very good time for creativity. Not just that, if you want to start like painting, drawing, learning a language, all that stuff. I don't know, if you're a writer, anything that has to do with creativity, you're gonna be amplified. Everything, all that is gonna be amplified if you're a creative person. Now, especially because your Sun and Mercury are sitting in the 3rd house, that's going to help with creativity a lot. So, what's the 3rd house? The 3rd house is the house of communication, media, marketing, social media, speaking. So now here's the important part, right? Your Sun rules the 6th house for all the Pisces ascendants. The sixth house rules competition. It rules stress, discipline. It rules your enemies, your daily routine. So when Sun goes into your third house, it brings competitive energy into your communication. That's why you may feel right now that you suddenly are outspoken, motivated, more confident sharing opinions. You may be more driven to build something online, for example, just for example. So Mercury is also here. So Mercury rules your fourth house and your seventh house. So fourth house is emotions, peace, home, inner stability. And your seventh house is your relationships, your business partnerships, and so on. So when Mercury becomes active, your communication is directly affected. Okay, it it makes you more emotionally stable. Your relationships, your business opportunities, they come in. So this is why words become important for you right now. One conversation can literally change everything: your business, your relationship, your emotional state, everything, your relationships with your family, your friends. So you need to be careful speaking, all right? I'll come to that in a while. So let's talk about Mars first. Mars is in Aries, your second house. And Mars rules your second house, your ninth house. The second house is the house of money, speech, family, your food intake, your self-worth. And the ninth house is basically your beliefs, your higher learning, your destiny, your luck, okay? And Mars is strong in Aries because Aries is Mars' own sign. So this gives strong ambition financially. So for you guys right now, you may become more money focused, more aggressive about your future goals. You may become less patient, If there's delay, you might be frustrated. So Mars will affect your speech. Your words can become very sharp, okay? Especially if you're agitated, you're irritated about something, you need to be careful. You need to think twice before you say anything to anyone. Do not just say something. It may become an argument. It may hurt someone emotionally, and you don't want that. Okay? Just remember, your words are very powerful, especially around this time. So you don't want to say anything stupid. Okay? You may not mean it, but the other person will not understand that. You may destroy relationships. Okay? Mars is aspecting your fifth house, your eighth house, your ninth house. When it aspects your fifth house, it increases creativity, passion, romantic intensity. So if you're in a relationship, it increases your intensity. Very good. Now, it also aspects your eighth house. So eighth house, this can create stress mentally. Okay, obsession about something, overthinking, sudden emotional reactions. So you need to be careful. You'll be more reactive at this period. So try to think twice, take a deep breath in, don't react. Simple as that. Okay. It also looks at your ninth house. So this will increase desire for learning, maybe a new language, maybe you want to learn a new skill or something. You will question beliefs, whatever you knew. You may question that. You may want to travel. Okay. You may be more inclined towards spirituality or religion, question religion maybe. Learn more about religion, learn more about a new religion, On May 25th, the sun changes into Rohini. This is very important, okay, because Rohini's energy increases. So what happens in Rohini? What is Rohini? Okay, it's growth, beauty, comfort, luxury, attraction. So for you guys, for Pisces Ascendants, if you have a 12 in this first house here, this activates communication and self-expression. Okay, it's a good period for aesthetics, business, improving your public image, your branding, and so on. Okay, online work, all that. On 29th of May, Mercury moves into Gemini. Now, this becomes your fourth house. So remember, Mercury rules fourth and seventh house. So when Mercury enters the fourth house, your mind becomes more active. You think more about home, future, your emotional clarity will improve slowly. Your communication with your family becomes more important. Your bonds with the family become more important. Okay, or more. Your bonds with the family becomes better. Okay, say. And some of you may start working from home or something. Redecorate your house. Think about buying a property. You want to reconnect with someone in your family that you've lost touch with. You want to move houses. Mentally, things slowly become clear. Not perfect, slightly clearer, because Saturn is still sitting in your first house, and Saturn is like this strict gym trainer for your soul. All right, so it's not going to be 100%, but definitely clear. Financially, this can actually become a very good time for long-term period. Okay, so if you're thinking about starting an online business, some independent work, some social media, some business for your future, this is a perfect time. I would say there is no time like this. I don't see it anytime in the future. So this is the time. If you want to start a YouTube channel and make money, this is the time, okay? And this is what I'm doing right now, okay? So, because your chart strongly supports communication-based success, but expenses are still going to be high at this point. Why you're not going to be able to save as much? Because Rahu is sitting in your 12th house. So 12th house rules expenses, sleep, isolation, subconscious mind, your foreign countries. So Rahu amplifies whatever it touches. So Rahu here can create overthinking, doom scrolling, bad sleep patterns, random late night, research spirals. 1 minute you're just watching a video about cats, and next you're just researching Atlantis and ancient moon civilizations. Okay, it's classic Rahu. Now, spiritually, this whole period is changing you guys deeply. You're becoming more realistic, more emotionally stronger. You're becoming less naive and more selective about people. Honestly, that's necessary, because Pisces, you guys give your energy too much. Emotionally, you give out. You don't drain others' energy. You give your energy. People drain you, right? You need to understand that. That's why you're always tired, guys. Saturn is teaching you not everybody deserves your energy. Don't give this full access to them. This lesson will hurt, but it will protect you long term. So overall, the end of May into June, it looks better. It looks good, actually. And you will feel that more clarity coming in, more motivation, better communication, better focus. This is a big lesson, okay? Stop trying to save everybody while ignoring yourself, because this period is trying to build a stronger version of you, and Saturn builds slowly. But whatever Saturn will build, it will last. Okay, so you need to be thankful. Okay, go through it. Don't damage your relationships. Don't say anything harsh to anyone. Think twice. Take a deep breath in. It's a period you will get irritated about. People are emotionally annoyed about something. Just be careful using your words. Go through it. You're going to come out on the other side feeling much better, in a better position, and you will thank me later, okay? So anyway, this was my analysis about Pisces Ascendants last week of May into June. If you guys want a personal reading of your chart, leave a comment down below. I will do it for free. Just give me your date of birth, your time of birth, your place of birth, and one question. I will answer it, maybe in a video. Okay? Take care, bye-bye.